Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Um, so today I'm going to talk about something interesting, and this is not what I intended to talk about because I had like three topics to off my head, but I decided to do this upgrading where I posted on my WhatsApp status, and the response was wild. So I'm going to be talking about this because I realized how much we have suffered, and this is something I really like to pass on. I know people have talked about it, but I just want to do a short video about it anyway, still, because I know people who are going through this, and probably people have been talking about it, but people have not been listening. So let's just keep talking about it then, right? So the year us, right? So yeah. So stay tuned, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. I guess you guys hear my daughter's voice at the background. She's watching. She's watching Miss Rachel, so please, let her enjoy herself. Yeah. So I saw this post that talked about how we African kids, how we deal with our parents or family members, relatives generally, who at the end of the day disturb us for financial, stuffs, and at the end of the day we end up broke because we're supporting family. So personally, I won't say I've experienced it because lucky for me, my mother grew up. I grew up in a situation where my mother probably went through that and then made sure our children didn't have to go through it by making sure that everybody was independent. And not just that, I remember when my brother was leaving the country, our firstborn, and we were all excited then, and my mom will also my mom will call IK for this and that, and she was like, no, your brother is going as a student, you don't ask him for anything, you don't disturb him, you don't call him, because abroad does not mean that you have to beg him for everything. If you need anything, you come to me or you come to your father. So I don't remember ever stressing my brother while he was in school as a student in the US. Even after I got a job and all that, that eventually came through for one or two things because he wanted to, and was from a place of um, financial comfort. It wasn't from a place of discomfort and all that. So this is, but I have friends and I'm married, and it's something we see every day and people talk about, and it's so annoying how we all have to get bullied into raising our siblings, or taking care of our parents. It's not like we're not supposed to do it. It's just the bullying that comes with it, the emotional bullying and the trauma that comes with it, because at the end of the day you don't get to make anything of yourself because you're dealing with these people. And I grew up in the West being an able girl. I also realized that it is worse in the East than it is in the West, because growing up I see Western parents raising their kids even with nothing, with selling akara or selling tomato. They will do a job, do everything they're supposed to do, and go and make sure that, okay, ma, don't disturb your aunties in Yoruba, but don't disturb your elder siblings, don't disturb this one. My ma will like, in that kind of thing. If you need anything, come to me. They will go and do a job, and they will waste all their kids, and they will send them abroad, and they will send them to good schools, and it's just a thing I saw growing up. But for my Eastern uncles and aunties, it was different. They always relied on the firstborn or the second, whoever is successful in the family. And it's so sad because it's something I saw. Luckily, both my parents are both Igbo, so I saw it well with them. I saw the whole coming at financial, even after my dad died, my uncles wanted to find a way to put all that problem still on my other brother. So it's something that is so common. Then it's so sad for parents to think they're entitled to their children's money, or their children should raise their other kids. If you failed as a parent to raise all your kids, mark it that is your failure. Know that you are failed, because it is up to you to know when to stop having kids. It is up to you to know your financial burden, your financial baggage. The problem is that we don't know that it's just emotional blackmail. We feel it's love. You feel the need to help out your parents and to help your siblings, and this God has blessed you, fine. But most of the time, I think these parents are ingrates, or even siblings who disturb other siblings are ingrates. I didn't grow up taxing my brother, so I don't know what it's like. So when people tax me, I'm like, I was a student once. I was also in school. I don't remember taxing my siblings for money, or my other siblings. It makes absolutely no sense. But then it's about to kill herself. Jachima, come down now. Sorry, guys, I'll take a pause before she goes and does something drastic, and you have to end up in A&E today. So my point is, I don't remember any of those things where I will have to now call my brother. It's a different thing when you're asking for petty things, but where you have to bill him on, everything. Because as an adult, now I've come to realize that people might look like they have it. Even people that have it have investment. They have things they're putting their money into, which now makes them broke. And because they have future plans for themselves and for their own kids, they don't want to now become their parents who could not raise all their kids. So definitely they started investing and start doing things like, you know, their money start going to things, and then it's as if they're not supporting their family in quotes. But they've invested in their present family. They're investing in their future so they don't have to go through what their father and their mother went through. But then this father and mother or these siblings still don't understand and feel like, oh, you have it all. And the truth is, people don't come and tell you what they're going through. Like, if I were to have something, you assume I have so much money, or I have whatever I think I have. And then I have to pay my bills. Even if I don't have family, or if I have family, I have to take care of my family. If I don't have family, I have to take care of my personal businesses or my investments. Hey, mama. And then I have other expenses I'm doing that I'm not telling you about. Things that I have to do compulsorily to grow my own life. But I don't come and explain those things to you. I just deal with it on my own, by myself. Because if I come and explain to you, what will you do for me? Nothing. You will not give me the money for it. You will not help me out. So I just stay there and I do my own things. Then you now come and start asking me for money. I tell you I don't have money. But in your mind, you're like, oh, you earn this, you earn that. You spend money on this, you spend money on that. As I any of your business, besides I earn it, I have the right to spend it however I please. But then I'm not saying people should neglect their family. No, I do not support that. I will not watch anybody neglect their family. You say your family is going through something, you can't help, you help. The point is there are boundaries, and families should learn boundaries. Growing up, my mom would tell me, don't disturb your uncles, don't disturb your aunties. I never taxed my uncle or my aunties. None of them can come my old phone now and come and say I tax. I can't remember. Maybe I taxed you for ice cream, yeah, but I can't tax them like, oh, something huge, because it was just a place of, we calling them stingy then, but people were just being adults. People will be doing their things and they will going through their struggles, and then they will find in that struggle a little thing to make themselves happy. They will now travel to do vacations, or they'll go flexing, just so that it's not like they're working and passing the money to family and everybody. Then that small thing they will do, maybe they will only do one vacation in the whole of the year, when their mates are like doing 20. You will not come and carry it and say, oh, but they can do vacation and they cannot send money home. Are you mad? Is it your money? Why don't you go and make your own money? Why don't you work hard? It's not because this one should not help you out, but it is not everything. Like, actually, like I remember that time my mom asked, if you want to ask for something tangible, then don't come today, this month, if you ask for something. Next month, something else. And I feel like when it comes to siblings, parents are supposed to control how their siblings demand from other siblings. It's ridiculous that you are there, your child is going through stuff and they're sorting out their issue. So you now see the sister disturbing the other sister, or brothers, the main brothers, and then asking them for stuff. And you're like, this person just did this thing last month for the family. This one just did that last month for the family. Why are you guys bugging him again this month? You should learn to set boundaries. You should know that they have their own personal things to do. I think our parents have failed. Luckily, mine didn't fail in that aspect, but most parents have failed to raise their kids independently. I was in school. I was a pharmacy student who was selling clothes. There's this guy that so I would design it, I would resell it and make money. So that way I didn't stop my father for extra money. And my father was comfortable. It was not like if I had asked him for the money or not, but I just felt I grew up on time to be responsible for my own needs. And I remember my sister used to make hair in school and make nails. So I'm like, there's so many legit ways. I remember in school, there's this roommate I had a gift. His father was not financially, strong to sort out a lot of her things, but he paid her school fees, so she sorted out everything. She learned how to make it. She used making it to feed herself, to do a lot of things. So I'm like, when people do all that, because maybe they're the firstborn, they can sort them out. Why can't you teach the secondborn and the thirdborn to also be like the firstborn, to be responsible for their issues, for their needs? Not now get to their turn and answer saying disturb your brother for it. Let it be that your brother is like, oh, you are trying, let me support you. Do you understand? Let your sister be like, oh, I've seen that you work hard a lot. Take this too. Isn't your burden. And parents, oh God, You should see my WhatsApp. People were mad at their parents. People were mad at their siblings because of the pressure. They can't even achieve things for themselves. Probably they've tried to save for something. They find the family that's collected it. Then that won't go. Then you try to save it in the family that's collected it. They're just demanding and demanding. They don't have break. They don't know when to put a stop to it. So I'm telling you, it is you that will put a stop to it. You should take care of your family, but not at the cost of your own happiness. Not that it should not cause you depression. Because if your parents, who when I won't say times were good, but fair, or better, or even if it was not even better, who in their own time could not sort out all that problem and have to pass it on to you, how do they expect you to sort their own problem and your own problem and have a better life? It means you're going to pass on their own problem, your own problem, onto the next generation. It makes absolutely no sense. I'll tell people to set boundaries. Do what you have to do for your family, but not at the cost of your happiness, not at the cost of other things where you now feel depressed, where you don't have savings, you don't have money for yourself, you don't have anything for yourself. Because at the end of the day, like the quote said, I think I put that quote somewhere up. It said, at the end of the day, when it's like, when you now need financial help and you need money and you have to run up and down, and then you go to them, they'll now ask you, what have you been doing for the past 7 years? You don't have any savings. For all the money you should have saved, you've been passing it on to them. I think people should learn. My father used to talk about contentment growing up. That's something I learned. People should learn to live within their means. So if I can do this for my family now, and I cannot do it next month, my family should be able to chill for the next 2 months until it is convenient for me to do it. Because I have my own personal plan. Because you've been living fine without me doing it. You've been living fine all these years. Why are you also all of a sudden uncomfortable? But if it's convenient for me, which is the prayer I assume is the prayer of every child. Like, I want to be able to buy my mother a house. I want my mother to enjoy the most luxurious things of I want to be able to do it for her. Do you understand? That's my want. That is what I pray that God can give me to do it for my mom. My dad is no longer alive, so I've said both of them. But for my mom, I wish I can do everything. Even my nieces, my nephews, I wish I can do so much for them. I hope God puts me in that position. But if I'm not in that position to do so much, whatever I can do, I hope they see value in what I've done and appreciate it. And every time I do something, they just say thank you. And say, oh, you've tried. Well done. It's enough. We will take care of ourselves from here. When it's urgent again, we'll call you. When it's life-threatening again, we'll call you. When it's very important, when it's something we cannot do without, we'll call you. But you see, this one, we can live without it. We are living fine. We are feeding. We are surviving. Go and sort out your own self. Oh, there is this problem. Yes, it exists. When is it convenient for you to help us with it? When it's convenient, we'll come and talk about it. It's not you. It's so funny. They'll bring a friend who was talking about yesterday. I was saying the way they build him this year, he could barely save anything, anything, and he has just been going to billing. Like he said, by the time he does his own and does their own, nothing is left. Whatever is left is just to eat. But then when he says he's not doing, they'll call him names. They'll call him names like stingy, selfish, this one, that one. I'm like, I don't know how parents give birth to more than how many children they can afford to train. They now expect the first child to come and raise the last child. It still blows my mind till today. It still blows my mind till today. If you know you could know, if even if less, except maybe in your situation something bad now happened along the line. If not, that's why white folks give birth to more than 2 children, 3 children max. I don't know why people give birth to more than 3 or 4 children now. Even 4 now looks like a lot because raising kids is expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. So I don't know how people give birth to 4 kids right now. If you have more than 3, you are trying. And you don't have the means for it, then something's wrong with you. Because you're going to rely on your family members to raise those kids for you. And then you're going to now your family are now going to look evil because you cannot raise your own child. So I will indulge everybody, both parents and children, to do better. And please, this video is not for you not to support your family. It is for you not to deprive yourself of happiness while doing it. It is love is sacrifice, yes. And we have to do what we have to do for our family, yeah. Nobody's disputing that. I 100% agree with you. Do everything you have to do for your family, for your father, for your mother, for your siblings. If everybody's even independent, it's better. So everybody will be on their own. Then you can focus on your family. That's good. But it should not cost you so much. It should not take away so much from you. Do it conveniently and let love win. That way you'll be doing it and you'll be happy. You'll be doing stuff for your family and you'll be happy. You'll not be doing it and be sad or be pained or be frustrated doing it. Do you understand? So that's my own opinion. I don't know what you guys have to say. I don't know how you guys are going through, but that's my genuine opinion. I feel like this is something that African parents need to work in and also have to talk to their other children who is disturbing the so-called comfortable child in the family. And please people should learn to give birth and raise what they can raise. It's not that difficult. Just lock your womb, go to the hospital and lock the womb and tell your husband, this is what we can afford. Look at your means. I know God blesses people eventually. When God now bless you, now get very rich, you now give birth to the rest of those children that time that you're now rich. Then raise them. You can't tell the future and you just gamble it at the expense of other children's life. No, I don't agree to that. But that's just my opinion. No, it's not a draw that I've said. You can as well do the opposite of what I've said. But that's my opinion. I've spoken more than 15 minutes, guys. I'll see you guys. Bye. Don't forget, subscribe and share. And please do just like this video. Thank you. Bye.